Audio Jungle.
Hello everyone, this is Al Kabir, the analyst, and today I wanted to talk the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins finally did it. They finally started Tua. Great choice, but this is Al Kabir, the analyst. All right, so today the Miami Dolphins announced that they will be starting Tua. To me, it was strange that they put it out today after they came off a big win. 24-0 against the Jets. And also, I ain't gonna lie, Ryan Fitzpatrick was red hot against the 49ers. And so it was surprising, not only to me, to a lot of people, the date it came out, but it was well deserved, and time was gonna come. It was gonna come to a time where they had to start Tua. And I believe it's the right choice. If I go back those last 3 games, Ryan Fitzpatrick wasn't that good. All these stats coming out, he was 6 QBR. He was lighting it up his last couple games. All this and all that. But if you're an NFL fan and you watch the NFL as much as I do, Ryan Fitzpatrick do not play good under pressure. Dolphins is a legit team. I said they was going to be good, but I said the only way they could finish and possibly make a playoff run, they have to start Tua. They have to start Tua. They in second place in the AFC East. Bills just lost again, so they on a 2-game losing streak. Patriots, they not looking too good. They just fell to the Broncos. So Dolphins can make a real push at it. Dolphins can possibly be a wild card team, or even possibly, even though I still think the Bills got that division, or even possibly win the division. But I don't think Ryan Fitzpatrick is built for that type of pressure. He's one of those Nick Foles guys. When it's too much pressure, he loses the game. When there's no expectations, like, well, they underdogs and they don't seem like they're going to be that good, he performs. He performs in that underdog role. But Dolphins, that defense is legit. That defense is legit. I've seen it the first game. I've seen it against the Seahawks. Definitely seen it against the 49ers. That defense is legit. Of course, they locked down the Jaguars. The only team that did the defense a little dirty was the Buffalo Bills. But other than that, that defense is stout. All they just need is to rely on the quarterback that can take them to the promised land. But let's go with Ryan Fitzpatrick's stats. Just the last 3 games, and let me know if these are mind-blowing stats. Game against the Seahawks, he was 29 for 45. Not that good. No touchdowns, 2 picks. And they lost 31-23. And honestly, Russell Wilson did not have the best game in the world. The reason why they lost this game is simply poor play of Ryan Fitzpatrick. Now, if after this game they would have started Tua, it would have been a different story. But because they're coming off a 2-game winning streak, people got stuff to say. San Francisco, he was pretty consistent. He threw the ball 28 times, 22 completions, which is really good. 22 out of 28. It's definitely really good. 3 touchdowns, no picks. You can work with that. And once again, that defense was stout. You held the 49ers to 17 points, and the 49ers can play. They actually just beat a good Rams team. Jets. Now, the Jets game, they won 24-0, but this was more to me because of the defense, not Ryan Fitzpatrick. He threw the ball 27 times, 18 completed, which is pretty average. Threw the ball for 191 yards, which is okay. 3 touchdowns, which is good, but he had 2 picks. So all in all, through the last 3 games, he had 6 touchdowns, 4 picks. His QBR rating against the Jets was a 43.6, which is extremely terrible. Jets don't have the best defense in the world. It's just that Jets offense just couldn't do anything because the Dolphins defense is really good. I can make the same case. First game against New England, Cam Newton he did not have the best game in the world. But you know what Ryan Fitzpatrick do? Outperform him for the worst game. Threw the ball 30 times. 20 of them was completed. No touchdowns. 3 picks. And he threw for 191 yards. Like, come on. You could have won that game. And you could have beat the Seahawks. Only game I said they lost was the Buffalo Bills. So they could have been like 5-1? They could have been like 5-1. It was time. You have to start Tua. If he's healthy, start that man. The only backfire Tua can get is that if he's not as good. If he's not as good, this is going to kill his confidence. I'm not going to lie. If he's not as good as expected, it's going to kill his confidence. You got Justin Herbert. He's playing at a high level. Joe Burrow. He doing all he can do with that offensive line. That offensive line is not that good in Cincinnati. But he's doing all he can do with that. And he's playing, to me, at a pretty high level as well. Now, if he doesn't play as good as those guys, then it might be a problem. But all in all, we got to see. And I believe the Dolphins, once again, has a legit shot of making the playoffs. You just can't rely on Ryan Fitzpatrick in those clutch moments. You cannot. Understand the appreciation, Ryan Fitzpatrick, and people living off of recency bias. It's complete recency bias because of these 2 dominating games. People giving him all the credit when it really was the defense. Like, come on, man. Come on, it was definitely time to start Tua. Give that young man his shot. You drafted him in the first round for a reason. And the quarterbacks I named that got picked in the first round with him are doing pretty good. He got weapons. That offensive line in Miami is not as bad as we thought. Got a great running back set. Got an established receiver and Devontae Parker. And once again, that defense is really good. It's really good. So, salute to Ryan Fitzpatrick, and this is up to Tua. This is all Tua now. Now, if he mess up, hey, that was on him. At least they gave him his shot. And you got a quality backup who's not egotistic. Ryan Fitzpatrick's not egotistic. So if Tua start messing up, Ryan Fitzpatrick won't feel a way that you put him on the bench the first time. He'll come back, and once again, if it's no expectations, he'll do great. Now, if I'm not sure how egotistic is Tua. Now, if he do bad, would that kill his confidence? I don't know. You get to me, better arm talent in Tua. Your playbook is way more open because he can run with his legs, unlike Ryan Fitzpatrick. So, salute to Tua. The news that it came out today, it was weird, but it is what it is. I'm happy for Tua. I'm happy he got his shot. And to me, it was time. It was time to give him a shot. But what do you think, or how do you feel? Do you think Tua should have just redshirted the whole year and let Ryan Fitzpatrick play it out? Or it was Tua time, man. It was Tua time, and I believe so. I believe it was his time. But this is Al Kabir, the analyst. Ghost.